It's finally time. Fire up the gerbils. The buffer is almost complete. The show is almost ready. The buffer is almost complete. The show is almost ready. The buffer is almost complete. The show is almost ready.
What's up, man?
Yo, 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 what's going on, Ken?
What's up, everybody? It's Monday. Welcome back to Up in the Air Live. I'm Original Dobo.
I am Billy Kyle.
And how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having an awesome week. So, a little different show. We're going to have a little bit more of a condensed show this evening just because I didn't get a chance to get a lot of material together. But if anybody's a resolution junkie, we are streaming finally in 1080p, and I'm drinking Bud Light Lime. So
yeah, man. 1080p streams are where it's at. I think that they're perfect.
Yeah, no, 1080p is so nice. I'm finally glad we can get it working. Obviously, not being in a hotel and having a little bit of time to work it. What is up, Mike Brooks? How are you doing, man? How you doing? Mike Brooks with the hello. Mike Brooks won the Mavic Air case last week. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. So thanks for coming back, man. I really appreciate it. And if you subscribe, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. So how'd your live stream go last night? I didn't get a chance to like really pop in. I was like trying to watch a show.
Yeah, pretty good. I don't know. I'm still sick, and I've been sick for about a week, and it's just tough to sit there and talk for like 40 minutes.
Dude, I know. It's rough, man. Health first always.
And dude, I put together that little beat. Like, I got it off YouTube. I typed in free beat, literally just free beat, and that was like the first thing that come up. I used that as my intro and my outro, and I got hit with the copyright strike. I'm bummed.
So that's like, yo, what's up, Ron? Ron with the hello.
Ron, what up?
I've been using Epidemic Music. A lot of people use Epidemic, but honestly, it's, for I think I pay like $7 or $8 a month for it. It's so worth it just so I don't ever have to worry about it.
I'm gonna have to try something out because just trying to like scrap together like good songs that are copyright free is tough.
Well, the problem is, let's say you use that song now, and then later on down the road, somebody says, "Oh, that's my song. I'm gonna put a copyright on it," and then you're screwed.
Dude, it's happened to me a couple of times. Like, there's videos that I made back in like early 2017 that I'm like, I get an email for that I got a copyright strike, and I'm just like, whatever. So, oh well.
Uh, somebody said, Billy, did you guys time this live stream so it started just as Boston versus Philly ended?
Yeah, yo, that was a pretty good game. I was watching it. Eli, I don't know who you root for, but right now all we've got is basketball for in Philly, and it's crazy. I feel like I've never seen the Sixers, play this well in my time alive.
It's an exciting
So
time to be
yeah,
a Philly fan right now, man.
yeah, they finally got a win.
So I want to stay on the course of sort of like what we're talking about, and a couple of things happened this week, and again I'm probably going to throw some curveballs at you. We have an agenda, but one of the things that came to my mind yesterday, I've been battling an issue with my iPhone. Yo, thanks for that super chat.
Yeah,
Drone
man.
Worship.
Thanks, Dan.
Like,
$5.
dude, man, I
He's
gotta
like
get with him.
$15 already.
I know, like, I gotta get on. I gotta get less distracted and make sure I hit his stream up for sure. That's like, but you know what though? Like, that's why, you know what? Yeah, he did. He emailed me. Fest. Dude, freaking, I'm gonna be in Orlando this weekend with my family. Otherwise, I would totally be there. But you and I need to. I'm gonna film it. I want to do like a video with him and just sort of nerd out a little bit. He's local.
Nerding out.
Yeah, exactly. I got to nerd out with him and just sort of fly. He's always got like, I see him flying around this lake. I don't know where it's at. I'm only assuming it's in Temple Terrace or something, just from the landscape.
You guys have some great spots down there to fly. It's crazy.
Dude, it's crazy, man. It is crazy, the spots we find. But thank you so much for your worship.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Dan. I know you're talking about your iPhone, and I know you sent me a video of it. Is it still happening?
No. So today I was under the weather today for the better half of the day myself. Dealing with the stomach virus, but I actually got the screen replaced from Apple. They ran a test on the screen, and they determined that the screen is what did they say? They said the touch accuracy was an issue. So basically, they ran this test and they run your finger across the screen, and wherever it misses is like the inaccurate, and it's got to pass all three for the screen to be good. If it even fails one test, it's done. So it failed 2 out of the 3 tests, and they're basically like, we're just gonna replace it. Done.
So was it free?
Yeah, no charge.
Awesome.
But I was sitting in there, like, so what sprung my thought was, yesterday I went down there. I got off the phone with Tier 2 support yesterday. I go down there. They told me to go in there before they closed, and that they would, help me out beforehand. And I was like, okay, I'll go down there. And it's an hour away from me, by the way. Like, it takes me, what's up,
your
Rick?
Apple store?
Yeah, it's an hour away from me in Tampa. I'm in Spring Hill, so a little ways. Anyways, so I go in there. And they're like, they can't help me. But then he says to me, he goes, well, do you have Apple Care Plus? And I'm like, well, why would that matter? You're either going to help me or not. Why would me having Apple Care Plus dictate whether or not you can help me today? And he says, well, the tier of support that Apple Care Plus offers is different. And I'm like, what? So you're telling me I spend $1,000 on a phone. You want me to spend, I don't know how much Apple Care Plus. You bought it. How much was it?
It comes with the monthly payment that I've got, so I don't know how much it costs. So I have the 256 gigabyte iPhone 10. It's
got to be $100.
It's $52 a month. So I've got no idea how much it costs.
How much?
Let me look it up.
Yeah, because I'm not spending any more money. I just spent this. I actually have a Shuri on. Sorry, I'm like drinking beer and. Like, obviously, terrible,
here,
but...
real quick. iPhone 8 costs $129.
Okay.
iPhone 8 Plus is $149, and the iPhone 10 is $200.
So you want me to spend $1,300 basically on this phone to have premium care? To have premium care, and I at this point I almost lost my shit
again,
dude. Yeah, again, and the argument with me and the store manager is heating up to the point where. like I'm looking at the corner of my eye, and you know how they have like little mall cop security in Apple stores.
Yeah.
Like I see him creeping up into the conversation because I'm like, all right, this guy thinks I'm probably gonna swing on the store manager.
Again.
I'm not, but you know, it's just like, dude, thank you, man. Again, bro, you didn't have to do that.
Man, yeah.
Dude, drone worship on fire tonight.
We have to donate like hundreds of dollars.
We're gonna have to donate some serious money, dude.
A bunch of just $1 super chats.
You know, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's a cool community though, like
yeah,
the whole drone scene. But it got me thinking. I'm like, so I'm looking around the store and I'm like, DJI has such a heavy presence in the Apple stores. Like they have Osmos on display there. Did you see that? The Osmo teams are on display.
Yeah, no, they have like 3 of them on one whole table, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, so, and then like you talk about DJI Care Refresh just came out. And you basically have to pay the same amount that you paid the first time to have DJI Care Refresh, which I think is such crap.
You know what? I have a whole table of how much DJI Care costs for each drone. So let me pull it up. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see how much it costs per drone. But I mean, the model of them are exactly the same. DJI Care and Apple Care. First of all, they've got the same name. Second of all, their model is like to a T the same.
It's crazy. They literally, did they just go to Apple and say, what do you guys do for your, because I mean, it's, Ken, you're a dangerous man. Bro, I'm telling you, dude, it was bad. Like, don't tell me to come into an Apple store. Like, and I talked to tier 2 support. Like, I don't even, because I'm like psychotic when it comes to phone support, I just go right to, if I get the level 1 person, I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Just give me somebody who is above you. I want to talk to that person. And then I usually use, well, I'm just gonna have to email the executive chain, because at every Apple store it's like tcook@apple.com. You know, I mean, that's how every executive or every corporate office works.
Yeah.
Freaking.
Here, I pulled this up, and this is just for recent drones. They don't have the Mavic Air on here, although I'm sure it falls somewhere between the Spark and Mavic. So DJI Care Refresh for the Mavic, $99. Phantom 4 Pro, $149. Phantom 4 Advanced, $139. Inspire 2, $299. And then the Spark is $59, and the Phantom 3 SC is $59 also. And then the replacement units, as far as they go, it seems like for the first replacement, it's $79 for the Mavic, $99 for the Phantom 4 Pro, $209. That's really a weird cost for the Inspire 2, $49 for the Spark, $69 for the Phantom 3 SE, and then just like the Phantom 4 Pro, it's $99 for the Phantom 4 Advanced.
But do you feel like that's all fair though?
I do. I mean, dude, imagine you crash your drone and you get DJI Care Refresh. You crash your drone and you're able to buy a brand new-ish Phantom 4 Pro for $99.
All right, let me rephrase like what I was thinking. Do you think that it's fair to pay twice if you didn't use it the first year?
No, and I think that, all right, so I know that we were on the phone talking about this last night, and imagine this. You pay the $99 for the Mavic, right? And let's say you use it once. I think that, you know, you should get to pay $99 again the next year that you use it. Now, let's say you don't use it, then maybe it drops $20 or it drops like 20% of the actual cost, because like $20 off of $299, that's not a big difference. But if it was 20%, then that wouldn't make a difference. And then let's say you had to use it twice, then maybe it goes up 20%. So I think that, you know, depending on your stance, I think that it should change.
Okay, that's fair. I think it should be tiered, or a little bit further tiered. You know, I don't know. I just feel like it's such a cash grab to hit us again after we have it. Like, I think you should be rewarded for not wrecking your crap. If you don't wreck your crap,
I agree.
You should at least get, like, I don't know, a rollover, or like, okay, it's going to be like a fraction of the cost to renew for the second year. Sort of like insurance does. If I continuously wreck my car, my premium is going to go up. So why is this? Another thing I wonder too is, like, how legal is it to actually do that? Because I know in some states you can't self-fund an insurance policy. So is DJI doing the insurance policy, or do they have somebody actually backing them?
I don't. So like, it's not actually.
In New
I don't
York,
see it as
you can't.
insurance.
You don't see it as insurance?
I don't see it as insurance. No, I see it as more of like maybe a warranty type of thing.
Okay. Like an
Um,
extended warranty?
be, yeah, because no, I'm looking through here and there's this like whole PDF that was sent to me from DJI, and there's like nothing in here that like says insurance. Like I don't think the word insurance is in here whatsoever. Maybe they
Okay.
did that on purpose. They're trying to stay away from that word.
I think they are. I would imagine that they are absolutely trying to stay away
Yeah.
from that. Hey, how's it going, Carlos? Welcome to
Yeah,
the
Carlos, what's
stream,
up?
man. What's going on? Um,
Ron says DJI Care is worth it. I do think it's worth it.
I think
Although,
it's worth
like,
it, but I think it needs to be
here's the thing
tweaked.
though. I agree because when I made that video about DJI Care, DJI actually came to me and asked me if I could make that video for them, to which I said yes. But it's like it's so confusing that they need people to go out there and explain it to customers about how it works. It's like why not just make it really simple and really easy, you know?
So I didn't know they came to you, but that's cool that they did.
Yeah.
But I'm like sort of like my problem with it is you're dealing with something it's somewhat volatile. Like a drone is a volatile piece of equipment, I think.
I know.
Because if you crash and you crash further enough away from you, you may not recover it.
Yup.
And it seems
And you
like
need if you want to get a new one, you've got to have the body to send back
right.
to them. So
And if and it seems like everything worth flying around has water. Is that like you know
or
what I
like
mean?
yeah,
like
or there's just some sort of issue that could happen.
right. Like some sort of like casualty that you're just not going to get your drone back. Like every
Yeah.
scenery that I ever fly over, there's water. There's water.
Yeah, me too. I know. Dude, I love flying over water.
Dude, it's so stunning and it looks amazing. And I guess it's the risk factor. So Cardasso said, Cardoso, gosh, Cardasso, man, I've had too much. If you don't use your refresh care, you should get an equivalent value in store credit or at least a portion of it.
That'd be cool.
That could be a definite way
like
they
almost
can
like
mitigate that.
yeah, almost like a thing for like safe flying, you know? Like just say like just say you don't use the second one and they say, "Okay, well you didn't use your second DJI Care refresh. We'll give you half of it in credit."
So
Ken Heron in here with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Ken.
Did
He
Ken
says
just
this
come in
is
here?
yeah, he said this is for the counterfeit Dobo.
The counterfeit Dobo?
I don't get it.
I don't understand. We'll have to
I went
talk
right
about
over my
that.
head.
That did. Maybe, is there another Dobo?
I don't know. Oh, well, I don't know.
I don't know. I've
Man.
never actually looked. I am the original Dobo though.
Oh, I get it. Because you're the original one, but there could be a counterfeit one.
Are you the counterfeit? No, you're not the counterfeit. I'm just messing.
I'm gonna make a YouTube channel called Counterfeit Dobo.
Counterfeit
I want to
Dobo.
bring something up real quick.
Go ahead.
Ron Brown said that flyaways don't count. You're just screwed. So the flyaways don't count
I
under
don't know.
DJI
That's...
Care.
Go ahead.
So Ron Brown says that flyaways don't count, but like, when have you ever experienced a flyaway? I've never experienced it on any of my drones ever. And I'd love to know if anybody else in the comments or
I've not had a
watching the stream
flyaway.
right now.
I've had it
Yeah,
like
no.
an inadvertent crash, like where I think the ECC or the ESC failed, or I think the motor seized on me like mid-flight, which was
Really?
just crazy. Yeah, but DJI actually
scary.
and I couldn't recover that. That was when I crashed into the lake and it was like 20 degrees, and they covered it. No questions asked. They didn't give me a hard time, which I thought was awesome. Hey, thank you,
here's the
Ken, if
thing
I
is-
didn't say it already. Thank you very much.
Here's the thing, though, is like I look at these videos of people saying, like a flyaway happened to me, my Mavic just took off in one direction or something like that,
Such a
and
great
even on
title.
one of my videos, yeah, I know all the like, oh my god, Mavic Air flyaway.
He
But
is a bully.
I made a video where I like turned on my remote before I turned on the drone, and some guy commented like, "Oh, don't turn the remote on before the drone because that causes flyaways." And I was like,
But
dude,
what
I've
is-
been
what
flying
is
drones
really
like
a
every day.
flyaway? What is like?
I've been
what
flying
is
drones
really
like
a
every
flyaway?
day for 2 years. I don't got no idea. I had a Hubsan H501 flyaway and I never found it. Well, that's Hubsan.
You need to talk to Drone Worship about that. He knows
Yeah,
all about.
yeah.
He's up to date with all that jazz. Yeah, flyaways. If you even mention flyaway to DJI, you're gonna lose your case like right out of the gate.
Mm,
That's
yeah.
my thought. You know, if you even say that, because it's usually pilot error, like not allowing GPS to calibrate, and it thinks it's in one position and then it automatically flies to another. I mean, that's
Yeah.
usually how that rolls.
I've never had a problem with flyaways, so
I've had one issue where I turned on my my Phantom 4 Pro, and I just immediately took off, and I was like at night, and it just started taking off, and I was already
Really?
No, yeah, I was rationalizing with myself that I am going to lose $1,500. It's flying away. I have to walk back inside and tell my wife, be like,
look, honey.
I was like doing like these, like as I'm walking, but then I was like, wait a second, I'll flip it in Addy and bring her home, and it worked out. But
Something that Cardoso says is true. 99% of flyaways are it going into ATTI mode and the wind taking it away because new flyers don't know what happens in ATTI and how to control it.
exactly,
Which ATTI is a whole different animal, which
very
only
much
the
is.
Phantom series has ATTI. Like I don't know if you saw that video, but in order to make my Mavic go into ATTI, I wrapped it in tinfoil. So that
Yeah,
was like
why
a
does
way
it
to get
Ken?
around
Yo,
it.
that's he's right. Ken does need a wrench.
Yeah, give him a wrench.
I'm hoping that on the 17th I'll earn a wrench on his stream. It's like a badge. It's like a badge of honor if you have a wrench on Ken Heron's stream. It's like, I don't know, you just like I can go about my day and be like, oh, by the way, merch, man, merch.
Oh, dude, I saw your tweet.
shirts,
I didn't
man.
see that
Yeah,
you were
shirts.
wearing that.
So you know how much
You
this
might have to
shirt
hold it up
cost?
a little bit higher, but
Let me see. Can you see? I don't want to flash
you are.
anybody, but how much do you
There
think
you
this shirt cost?
is it cheap?
Dude, just take a guess.
$6.
I'm not gonna tell you.
$6. Six.
$8. You were close. You were close. It was. You should have took the $1.
Yeah,
But it was close. It was close.
that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I found this lady. She's like this little old lady, and she's going to be my merchandise sweatshop from now on. So
Okay.
she's just like
What is she?
she's
Does she
got.
just like press them?
I don't know what she's got. I think she's got something called a what the heck do they call it? I don't know. Like all these people I know have one. I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, you can make shirts like this, and like she'll print
Yeah.
out the designs and everything. And I'm like,
That's
"You're better."
awesome. Is it
She's
cotton?
better than Uber Prince, dude? Yes, it's very soft. It's like lovable soft.
Wait, it's better than
nice.
who? Uber Prince?
It's better than Uber Prince.
What's that? Never heard of it.
Uber Prince is like a shirt company you can use. I wrenched you. I threw a wrench at you. Uber Prince is like, I don't know. Every time I get an Uber Prince shirt, I feel like I'm wearing like, I don't know, a garbage bag because I can't breathe.
Really?
Yeah, I sweat so hard, dude. Sweat so hard.
Yeah, dude. I talked to you about, or I've told everybody about this. My whole situation with Teespring. Oh my god,
BK
terrible.
merch, dude. BK merch, man.
dude.
Silk
Dude,
screen,
I like
that's it.
made a
Yes,
couple.
Thank you, Eli.
I made a couple of designs, and like they just came out so terrible. Like I can't even describe it. That's all I got. Don't put me on the full screen.
Wow, now and then. So moving on from that, what do you think about geofencing? What do you think
Remind me,
about this?
geofencing.
So geofencing.
Remind me what geofencing is.
Geofencing is something that DJI has where it can actually basically ground your drone depending on where you're trying to take off from.
All right, so I think that there's a good intention behind it.
I think
know?
there is too.
But like it's all about who has control of where these geofences are. You know.
Right.
And there's good reason to have geofences around certain areas, like the White House or something like that. But like I don't want them to go too crazy with it. You know.
Yeah, so one of the nice things with the Altel is they're not geofencing, but they expect pilot responsibility, which I think, if you're gonna fly, you have to be responsible, hands down.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
You gotta be responsible. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There shouldn't be two ways about it.
Funny, Ron says, Billy, I have a guy in Westchester that worked at Kelly Sports and could take care of your t-shirt business. Kelly Sports is like right down the street from my house.
Dude,
So
you may need to just go find somebody local.
yeah, I know. Dude, I would love to use like a big player like Teespring or something like
I know,
that.
but
Or
you
like
gotta
my
get
next
somebody
choice
on
like
board.
T-Spread.
You got to get somebody on
I know.
board that's going to be like, well, who's Ken used for his shirts?
I've got no idea. I didn't even know Ken made shirts.
Yeah, he's got the. Wow. You
What
didn't know he
shirts?
had the Ken Heron photography shirts with the heron?
I haven't
whole-
seen them now.
You haven't seen?
Mm-mm. I'm behind.
Wow, man. I thought you would be up on that. I thought you would own one.
I wish I did.
Maybe
I haven't bought
maybe
new
you should
clothes in
go.
a while.
I think if you go on the show, you should get a shirt.
Yeah, he should send you one in advance to wear on the shirt.
But
wear
you
on the
should
stream.
have sent you one. Like, I need to send you one of these from my lady. I'm telling you, this cotton is so soft, you're gonna melt.
We can
You're gonna
match.
melt.
We can match.
dude. We can melt. It's gonna be match made in heaven. So, what were your travel plans for the summer? I missed that whole segment.
Oh my god, dude. They're all over the place. So I like to do what I did last summer is I did like a half country like circle trip.
Okay.
And that was a lot of fun. And then I did the full blown like cross country thing, which was fun also. So I think in the beginning of summer to warm up, I want to do a trip south, like a circle trip almost. Nashville, see Ken if he's still in the stream. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go down to Texas, meet up with Kelly, hit
Okay.
New Orleans, just cause.
Just
Come over to
because
Florida.
You gotta get a grenade when you go to New Orleans. Oh wait, you're not old enough to drink, are you?
No,
When are you
August.
20?
This August, I'll be old. This August, I'll be old enough to drink.
I don't know. That's sort of a deal breaker, dude. To go to New Orleans and you can't drink.
I mean, I could be 21 in like another state or something by then, you know.
But, dude.
I know, whatever. It's cool,
Well,
but
it's whatever.
so I'll go from New Orleans, then over to Florida. Hopefully Jack is down there by then. You, me, Jack can meet up. And I know that maybe I don't know if you want me to say this, but we
HQ
might
start.
do a little live stream in person on Monday, which would be pretty
that
cool.
would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Jack's coming down. We're gonna make Jack get start up a channel. I think that's what we definitely need to do.
Yeah, he needs a YouTube channel desperately.
Oh, you know what? I will actually be in Seattle in September
Okay.
for an entire week, so I will probably have
Really?
to go visit Bill from coast to coast. I'm
Yeah.
going to bring. I'm gonna bring. I can't bring my arsenal, but I'm gonna probably bring the air with me. Just because
It's so easy to bring with.
it is, and I don't feel like checking the luggage. Like, it makes me
Yeah,
nervous
no.
every time I check luggage that it's not gonna
Yeah,
make
it's-
it.
No, I agree.
I don't want to risk it going that far.
Let's see. After I see you guys down in Florida, I'd like to head back up the East Coast. And I know Ed Ricker lives in North Carolina. I haven't ever spoke with him, but I think it'd be cool to meet up with him,
Yeah.
do something,
You got
and
a
then
whole,
just
whole summer of videos, man.
yeah, drive back on over to what's it called, to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so that'll be hopefully gas prices drop because you're gonna be driving. You said, right?
Yeah. So, oh god, I wish I kept track of how much I spent going across the country. I could probably look it up, but I did spend a good amount in gas.
I can't even imagine. I'm gonna be going up to, I think it's Long Island. I'm gonna go up to in the summertime. So that's not.
You know
far.
it's on the way.
Yeah, that's not far from you. That's
Yeah,
far
no,
from
not
you
at all.
man. So I'll definitely have to check that out. Have to do
yeah.
some flights. So
You gotta flying around Philly's fun.
Is it? See, I don't know what's
Yeah.
like legal to fly around and what's not. Like Tampa is like a real sketchy. I don't even want to throw a drone up in Tampa just because I don't know. They're pretty crazy.
The international airport is further away, and there's like only like a little bit of the city that's actually clouded in a no-fly zone. And then there's a lot of heliports, but I mean that's fine. And there is a lot of helicopter traffic actually, just because you've got Penn, you've got CHOP, and just some other hospitals that you got to be careful of.
So Ken says, who has better eyebrows, Billy or Ed Ricker? I think we need a poll.
Ken,
should we do a
Ken.
DJI workshop poll?
Ken, you know the answer to that.
Billy's got the best eyebrows in the business right now. So we're way off topic, obviously, but we only have a few topics today. But so another thing we put up here was internal storage. Should this be the new standard? Should drones come with internal storage right out of the gate?
I've been preaching it. Yeah, I mean, it's like, why not? Like, I've been preaching it since the Phantom 4 came out, and look, like, even if you give me 8 gigabytes, that's all I need. Like, I don't want to go something like crazy, like 128 gigabytes. I'm not looking to always record to internal storage, but like there's been times where I've gotten to where I want to fly and like I forget the SD card, and you need the SD card to fly. Like with a Phantom 4 Pro, I need the SD card.
I want them to make SD cards a little bit more accessible. I want them to be in a better spot.
I agree.
I feel like they're always in a bad spot.
I'd like to see some of these bigger drones, like the Phantom 4 Pro, potentially take a full SD card. I think that would be very helpful.
That would be freaking awesome if it could take a full size. Because
that's like a low-key feature that would be awesome.
I wish we can pin
low-key
comments.
Feature.
I wish we can pin comments in here. That is, he got you, bro.
Why?
Look at that.
What?
It's gonna trend hashtag.
That's awesome.
I just have to I can just keep sending this too, man. Like over and over.
I'm just gonna continue here. Click, 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 click. You know, while we're on the topic of SD cards here, if anybody's looking for SD cards, I tweeted this out. Right now, SanDisk Extreme Pro, 128 gigabyte. It's got 95 megabyte read seconds, 95 MBS. It is $90. Originally 200.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like a backup is definitely awesome. Like a backup for internal storage, perfect.
Yeah, so many times I've left the house, I would get like everything set up, go to get up in the air, and done. Got to go back.
I forgot my propellers one time.
What? How?
One time, it was on the Phantom 4 Pro, and one time, like, my mom and I were going to the mall, and I was like, "Oh, Mom, can we just like stop off? This was like when I first started videos, and I was like talking over drone footage. I was like, "Mom, I need to go get like some footage." So on the way, we stopped like in town, and I go and I'm setting up the drone, and I forgot the propellers. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" So,
dude, my props never leave the bag. Never leave the bag.
I don't know. I don't even know why they were out of my case.
It's just, but you know, like you do, like I the first thing I always have, like I have a checklist now before I leave the house, because typically wherever I'm going, I'm either going to have to walk a half a mile to get there, or it's, you know, I'm driving pretty far away, and there's so many times where I have to buy an SD card. I have to.
Have you had to?
Dude, I have to go to Best Buy or gotta go, and usually you're paying a premium anytime you walk in anywhere.
Yep. So, I keep a little like backup micro SD card in my car.
So Cardoso wants to know if I got the iPad overheating issue sorted out. Actually, no. So it was funny. I did a little bit of troubleshooting on my own. I connected the 2018 iPad to the controller today and just let it sit. And after a period of time, the iPad would overheat again. And this is indoors, and like obviously,
really,
house, yeah. So it overheats. So. But it's funny, it doesn't do it on the charger. Does that make sense?
So when you're
when you're
charging the iPad?
When I'm charging the iPad, no problem. When it's connected to the DJI controller, it's getting stupid hot.
Really?
Yeah. It makes me want to get a Crystal Sky.
Dude, I want to get a Crystal Sky so badly.
But I'm afraid
someone asked me that. Yeah, someone asked me that last night, and like, I don't know. I'm just going to wait.
I mean, I wonder if the price is going to drop on them at all.
Me too. In fact, you know, if you get DJI Select, you get like the 20% coupons.
Select? And is this different? What is
Select?
You know,
DJI Select is like this membership that you can purchase for like $30 a year. You get half off. You get half off of DJI Care if you don't have it already. So imagine like $99 for the Mavic Pro, you get it's $50 for the Mavic Pro, right? So essentially, if
king of programs,
essentially you like make your money back, right? Like if you're getting it, the DJI Care coupon like automatically just goes and like covers it. So let me actually go on to DJI's store right now, because they always give you like these little promotion things.
Really?
So I'll go into my DJI store, and what you get 20% off coupons. These can be used on accessories. You can't get like 20% off of a Phantom, but sometimes go and you sign in with your account, which I'm using a different web browser now.
So Cardassa said, Did you recently update the firmware? I read today that a few people had similar issues so it's on 11.3.1. I could update it to the beta, which honestly I may do just to see if that helps. But otherwise I'll be making another trip to the Apple store, and hopefully I won't get arrested this time. I don't do good with warranties. I just expect too much out of electronics. I think
Me too.
You know what it is, and I'm super anal about stuff. Like, there was like a little speck in the screen of the phone, and I wanted them to warranty because of the speck. Like, I don't know, if I see something, if something bothers me enough, I have to fix it. I can't leave it alone.
I agree.
I'm hoping that tomorrow after I replace the motherboard that this computer works. That's how anal I'm going to be about it.
The DJI Select, right? So for example, let's say you get it. Right now, you could get a Phantom 4 Pro Advanced remote, or a Phantom 4 Pro and Advanced remote with the built-in screen. Rather than paying $600 for it, you're paying $479. So like if you've already got a Phantom 4,
yeah, if you've already got a Phantom 4 Pro though.
Or Advanced, Phantom 4 Pro or Advanced.
But it works, so I could buy the Plus remote.
Yep, and then you can sync it to the drone that you have.
I thought it wouldn't work.
Yeah. No. I mean, it should. There's no reason why it shouldn't.
I forgot about that. How much is that one?
So right now, a white Phantom 4 Pro remote, or Phantom 4 Pro or Advanced remote with the display is $600, but with the coupon, it's $479. So,
which actually, if you think about it, the lowest tier Crystal Sky is what is it?
Around that price, yeah.
No, $475, but it doesn't come with the brackets, the mounting brackets. You have to pay $75 additional dollars for the brackets. So actually, that's a deal. What's the nits?
Yeah,
is that 1,000 nits of brightness on that screen?
No, it's not 1,000. It's less than 1,000. I know that the high brightness is 1,000. God, it doesn't show the nits on here for some reason.
See, I'm all about the nits. All about the nits.
It says 1000 CD/M2, so that's nits, right?
I believe so. Say it again to me.
I think that's nits, so it does look like it's 1,000. Which
1,000 nits. 1,000
Yeah.
nits. That's awesome. Like, so that's one of my big qualms with like Altel's Evo. They're like, oh, you can fly without a phone. Well, your screen is only 320 nits. That little that's not very bright. Like you're gonna
no.
And what's really scary about it is the fact that the Explorer app basically hides all the data, all the telemetry data that you need, like your battery stats, GPS, signal,
and it just shows it on that screen.
It just shows it on that screen, and then your visual.
I don't mind that.
I mean, it's not bad, but like I imagine you could probably make like some sort of shield. You know, so you can like see it a little bit better.
Yeah, I would never use that little screen to see, you know, like what I'm recording or something like that. It could be a good backup if you need it.
Yeah.
But I've always got my phone on me. Like my phone is my go-to.
I gotta say, the iPhone 10 is probably one of the best visible screens that I've ever had.
Yeah,
outdoors.
I love it.
Really shocked.
Yeah, I agree. I
Really
totally
shocked.
agree.
When it works, it's amazing. I think that's, I guess, with anything. Ken, thank you so much, man, for bye. Thank you so much, man.
Crystal Sky as a whole, though, I think it's a good idea. Maybe could have been executed better.
I think so too.
If it was an unlocked tablet and I could use it however I wanted to, I'd buy it.
I think it's a bit expensive for what it is.
I agree.
It's sort of a gut check. If it was $299, I would say, okay, well now it's plausible.
Yep.
Like now it's like something I would consider. But at $499 and the most expensive version is what, $799 or $599? That's a lot. I don't know if I can swing. I don't know if I can swing that or justify it, anyways. So yeah, we'll have to. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. If the price drops, I may jump on one. I've given up on selling the Phantom entirely.
Really? You totally took it off?
Dude, I've just taken it off of every marketplace. It's just not even a point in selling it. It's the fact that I can't stand people lowballing you. Like,
I agree.
So for 2 batteries, case, ND filters, everything, I was being fair. $850.
Yeah, that's the whole kit and caboodle. That's everything you need. You would not have to buy anything else.
$850. That was fair. And
yeah,
people are
totally
like
agree.
$500. 600. I'm just like, this one guy's like, well, I got to drive up from West Palm Beach. What's the lowest you'll take right now? And his profile picture is a Lamborghini. I almost wanted to say, what are you offering? And whatever he says, I'll be like, yeah, sure, come on up. Just to see him drive up in the Lamborghini and waste his gas. Because I'm that much of an asshole.
And just tell him no.
And just tell him, nah, I changed my mind. And just fly it around. Fly it away from him. Make him chase me. Make him chase me. I mean...
What do you think of the Phantom 4 Advanced? Because, you know, the only difference between the Phantom 4 Advanced and Phantom 4 Pro is the side sensors.
That's it. And that's why I bought it. Because... So mine is a Phantom 4 Advanced. Sensors. I don't need the sensors.
Yeah,
I have no intention on crashing, and it was like a
Hopefully.
Well, yeah, we know. At the time, it was a $300 difference. So I took that $300 and just put it towards something else. Like whatever.
It's a good idea.
Else.
You could buy like 2 extra batteries basically if you wanted to. Maybe it'll be a little bit more, but you could buy 2 extra batteries.
That's what I did. I actually bought a battery.
Yeah.
Because it was funny. The only reason why I bought a second battery for it was because the first battery was bad. So I had to buy a second one. And then DJI warrantied out the second one. And then I was just like, well, I don't need 3. I know you have 3 batteries, right?
Yeah, 3 batteries is the way to go.
Can you travel on a plane with 3 batteries? Or is that
the
limit? I know there's like some sort
I've never gotten stopped.
Okay.
I know there is a limit. I'm not sure though. I just make sure they're like dead.
Gotcha.
I just drain the batteries.
Drain them, discharge them.
So here's something just kind of came to me.
Okay.
I hate how DJI's product lineup is. Like the Mavic Air should have been called something else. And like the Mavic Pro shouldn't have been the Mavic Pro. And like I hate that they came out with the Phantom 4 Advanced after the Phantom 4 Pro. Like I just feel like everything's so disorganized. You know what I mean?
It's sort of a fragmented lineup, especially Siri. What the hell? She doesn't like the word fragmented. It is a fragmented lineup, but I agree. I don't like how they nickel and dime customers with like these iterations. To the max. But somebody said it best. I think I was watching Ken's stream when Captain Drone was on, and he said the whole reason, and this makes good sense to me, and this is what got me this is why I subscribed to him, because this made good sense. He goes, the whole reason why DJI does this is because they don't have a competitor in the game. So rather than create a brand new drone, they're just going to create a rendition of a drone with the existing hardware, just make the hardware just a little bit better. And from a cost standpoint, from a business standpoint, it just makes sense. Yeah, the Mavic Air should have been the Spark. That should have been the follow-up or the sequel to the Spark.
It looks more like a Spark, doesn't it?
Does.
Like the body style? Like
yep, it feels like
like the Spark Pro. I think that would have been like perfect.
I just hate that they're gonna they're gonna come out with an Air Pro. They're gonna do it.
Yep.
But I don't see anything on the radar right now for even like Phantom anything. What did Osita tweet out? I didn't even go look at him. I'm so angry with that guy. I don't like him at all.
So as of last night ish, like the middle of the day, maybe yesterday, he said that the Phantom 4 Pro Platinum is imminent, the release of it, which is going to be like the V2, which is going to be like the Mavic Pro Platinum, except now the Phantom 4 Pro Platinum. And he said that it's going to be releasing in like 72 hours, which I don't believe.
72 hours? Really? Did the FCC
He said 72 hours from then. I've got no idea. Phantom 4 Pro 2, I don't know if I'd buy it.
I don't believe that, because let me tell you what. Bill, the drone reviewer, he goes out to the FCC website regularly, and we would have saw a video.
Yeah.
Like, you can't hide stuff like that. Nowadays, you cannot hide stuff. There's no such thing as a secret nowadays. So Eli says the Mavic Air looks cheap and like plastic compared to the Mavic Pro. I agree with that 100%. And I said that in my After the Hype video, that it just feels cheap. And people like lit me up over it. They thought I was totally wrong.
All right, so I think that like you stand back from it and you see it, you go, "Ooh, that's a sleek, sexy drone." But you take a closer look at it, and it does look kind of cheap. I think personally, I think if you get a red one, it looks the cheapest. It looks like a toy, especially the white one, or I guess the white one, especially the red one.
I agree with that. It's like when I see one of my ex-girlfriends in Walmart or something, and I'm like, she looks good. But then I get my shopping cart closer, and I'm like, time is not on her side. So that's to any of you watching.
don't know. Like
I don't know.
here's all right. Here's my opinion. You know what? I've got the Mavic Air sitting in my bag over here. Let me take it out real quick. So I've got the black one, right? Let me see. I'll make sure it's in the frame here. I've got the black one, and let's see. I'm trying to fold it out here.
I hate the
I know, me too.
I hate the.
So if you look at it, right, the color scheme of the Mavic Air is black and gray.
Yeah.
Right. I've got black and gray all around, but then if you get white, you've got white, black, and gray. Right, and it just kind of like throws it off, like you're throwing another color into the mix.
It should be white and black.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know what?
It feels chintzy. It doesn't even feel as solid as the Sparks plastic.
No, I agree. I kind of like how the legs fold for some reason. I don't know if it's just my Mavic Pro or no. I don't know if it's just my Mavic Pro or other people. But when I bend it, I hear like little cracking, like as I close it. And it's just like I don't know. It just makes me cringe.
So Demography now says, did you guys ever hear of Walkera Perry and what happened with it?
No.
I have not heard. I've heard of Walkera, but I haven't heard of anything good. Like everybody who's reviewed Walkera hasn't really said anything positive about it. And there's a lot of people that were, big. I think Walkera was actually the first company to really have a Mavic Pro clone.
Yeah, the Vitus, the Walkera Vitus.
Yeah, and that didn't do anything. I don't know. I think a lot of people tried to emulate it, and they don't come close.
Yeah.
I think whenever this Evo does push, this will be the closest we will get to something that would be able to emulate it.
Yeah. You know what? I know you're all about originality, but it's true. Like, if someone does something original and groundbreaking, it's like they stand out. And that's why DJI stands out with all their groundbreaking products.
So it's funny. It's like, originality, but sometimes it's okay to not be original, but if you do it better than the conception, like if you do it better, then that's okay. I think that's okay. Like if somebody said, you know what, your stream is great, your channel is good, but I'm going to do what you do, but do it better. Then I'd be like, well, they just one-up me. Like that would be okay. Ron asks, will there be a Spark Pro? I don't think there will be a Spark Pro.
Yeah, I'm just responding to him right now. It would be pushing into Mavic territory.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're going to cannibalize their sales at that point.
Yeah, so the Spark right now is a perfect drone. It shoots full HD, 2-axis gimbal. I guess now it kind of seems like they're including that remote by saying, oh, you get a free remote controller with the Spark. So it's everything you need for that $400 price point, whatever it is at this point. And for them to go and say, oh, we're going to add a 4K camera, now you're starting to get into the Mavic I agree. The Mavic territory. And I think that they're going to keep this Spark as a beginner drone, and you don't need a 4K camera on a beginner drone. They have
to have an entry-level section.
Yeah, and there's no reason to continue to push the boundaries with your entry-level drone. Like now, we still see the Fan 3 Standard is still like a very popular camera.
If they said, okay, we're going to make the Spark $299 or something crazy like $249, that would be ideal. Like you couldn't compete with that. Where would you be able to find the drone that is better for that price?
I've got no idea. Yeah,
there's no way. Like the Unique Breeze sucks.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is like maybe we'll see a Spark Pro or a Spark 2 or something like that in like 2 years from now, when the boundaries are now, or the specs have all been pushed further on all these other drones. But it's kind of like it takes one drone to push the other. And wait, this is actually a comparison I wanted to make real quick.
Go ahead.
People are saying, like, should I get the Mavic Air or should I get the Mavic Pro? And you're like, well, the Mavic Pro's got to be better, right? It's got Pro in its name. And it is better in some cases, but, like, the Mavic Air does some things better than the Mavic Pro. So it's leading people to say, like, which one do I get? And we see the same situation with Teslas. The Tesla Model 3 just came out. It's newer than the Model S. So the Model 3 has certain things about it that is better than the Model S. So people are like, why would I buy the Model S when I can buy a Model 3 because it does certain things better and I can save money? So, the Mavic Air comes out. It's going to push a new Mavic Pro. The Mavic Pro is going to come out, and the Mavic Pro will then be the top dog, the best Mavic. Go ahead.
So, what is it? Carlos says, when do you think the Mavic 2 will come out? And the more and more I think about it, I didn't think about it at first, but I honestly think after after we see the release of the Evo, we would probably see the Mavic too.
Yeah,
I
something
think
about it because
they're just being too quiet. Like, this is not like, this is sort of uncharacteristic of DJI, and summer's approaching. So, you know,
you've got to imagine they'll push something out for summer.
Oh, I think there will be a rebuttal to this drone, no doubt. Like, there will definitely be a rebuttal. I don't even think there'll be a lawsuit or anything with these drones this time, because I found out that I guess DJI didn't win that lawsuit against the X-Star. That's why they're able to sell them.
Really?
Yeah. So that actually nothing ever came of that. So that's why they're selling them again.
I thought they had won it.
Hey, what's going on, Steve? I thought they won it too. I thought it was a slam dunk, but apparently not.
That's crazy.
We do need more competition in the drone world. We definitely need more competition. Something that I want to start like looking towards, if by any chance, like an off chance that Evo doesn't ship and it doesn't happen, I want to buy an FPV drone.
Yeah, me too. I really want to get into FPV. It seems like a lot of fun.
I keep seeing people fly them, and if you get a good unit or like a decent drone, they look amazing.
Yeah. I think before I get an FPV, I'll get an Inspire 2. That's like my next drone on my list. Like, if another drone doesn't come out, I'm splurging this summer and getting one.
If you get an Inspire, by the time you come down here, that would be so awesome.
Yeah, and that's kind of like my essential goal. And part of me is like, all right, why don't I get the Inspire 2 and just get like the X4S camera. It's still the Phantom 4 Pro's camera, I know, but it'll get me into the Inspire series. I've got the Inspire drone, and then from there I can save up my money to try to get the X5S. But the X5S is the major upgrade I'm looking for.
That would be so awesome. I couldn't even imagine having that drone, and just for it being modular and everything that it is. Let's see. As soon as the sales slow from the Mavic Air, that's when MP2 comes out. Also, when the inventory of MP1 is gone. You know, that's an interesting thought. I don't know if the Mavic Air sales will slow at $799 that drone is. I mean, if we start seeing discounts.
Honestly, it just came out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, for all we know, maybe DJI's like, well, our profit margin on this drone is so high, you know, it's not a big deal. I don't know. Yeah, it's tough to say. I would love to have some sort of insider information on that, like beyond what we see. So let me go back into our topics here. I just want to. So, hype. How much do you think hype hurts sales of drones? Because that's something that we're seeing. Like, there's a lot of hype
something
about
like
Mavic too.
Like a big purchase, like a big ticket item, like a drone. The hype could definitely hurt sales. So Osita coming out and saying, "Oh, Mavic Pro 2, you know, it didn't just reach his followers; it reached his followers. Like, so many people were talking about Mavic Pro 2. I mean, anyone in this stream knows that there's rumors about a Mavic Pro 2. And sometimes you might get someone who says, "Oh, I've never heard of anything about a Mavic Pro 2." But if you hear that a Mavic Pro 2 is coming out that has the body style of a Mavic and the camera of a Phantom 4 Pro, you're not buying the Mavic Air. Unless you actually are set on buying the Mavic Air, it's in your price point, and you think the Mavic Pro is going to be too much money, you're going to hold off, and you're not going to buy the Mavic Air.
So we're thinking about, like, so as we talk about hype and leaks with drones, you know, drones are obviously not like a phone. Like, everybody knows what the next iPhone's going to be like or whatever. And, like, people anticipate it, and people will go hunting and searching for information. Like, even your average consumer. But for the drone world, the average consumer, do they go and be like, I want to buy a drone. Oh, but the Mavic 2 is going to come out. Do you think they think like that? Or maybe they're just like, I just want a drone. I want to get family photos, and that's good enough for me.
I think it's almost like 50-50 in my book. I see so many people saying like they want the latest and greatest of drones, and some people saying, you know, they don't even do YouTube. Like the only reason I've got all these drones is to make YouTube videos on. But, like, you know, someone who just likes drones, sometimes they'll have like 3 or 4 drones. It's like, why do you need all of them? Yeah. But I think that there's definitely like a really good portion out there of people who will buy one drone and be good for like 5 years if nothing goes wrong. You know,
how long do you think a drone should last though?
Honestly, I think that any of these drones, if DJI wasn't like throwing stuff down our throats, I think that a drone could probably last about 3 years, 4 years, and you'd be fine.
So Phantom 4 Pro, say tomorrow Phantom 5 launches, like Osita says, or he claims. He says, okay, Phantom 5 comes out. Phantom 4 is here. Obviously, people are still flying the P3 standard, and that's still doing adequate. I mean, I guess it really resolution sort of dictates how or what you will need, because like 1080p is sort of phasing out slowly but surely. I mean, I'm still shooting in 1080. I know you're about the 4K. I need to jump on that bandwagon. I need to jump on that bandwagon. But I don't know. I'm just like, my concern is you buy like a $1,600 drone. It's not like a camera. Like a camera can last you a long time.
I know. Yeah.
And
that's the thing, is that
can't.
That's why I'd like to see like modularity in drones. Like, maybe I've got a nice drone that I like, and then I can go out there and I can see all these cameras that I can choose from. It's almost like essentially for these camera companies having the bodies and then the lenses. Like, I wish that DJI would have their drones and then their, maybe their different cameras. Have a whole entire Zen Muse lineup and like just continue to like make even lower ones. Like maybe come out like a Zen Muse X1, make it a 1080p camera, and then that could be attached to certain drones. I don't know.
Bill says, "I love drones. I have a problem. I have many." Well, we know, dude. You got a show dedicated. I'm just gonna keep hitting this, so everybody
I want to
knows
answer
Bill
something
has a
real
problem. Go ahead.
Eli says, "What about Inspire 3?" I don't think we'll see an Inspire 3 anytime soon.
Think so?
I think they'll start coming out. No, I think they'll start coming out with these new, like, these new cameras that we see. They're always coming out, thermal imaging. It would be cool to see like maybe like a night vision camera. I'm still waiting for something like that. But it seems like the Inspire 1, the Inspire 2 was updated 2 years after the Inspire 1. So it seems like maybe we're on this 2-year cycle. So that means that this upcoming fall, we could see an Inspire 3, which if I buy an Inspire 2 and Inspire 3 comes out later, I'll kill myself.
I'd be pissed.
I'd kill myself. But no, I won't kill myself. But I see that like the Inspire 3 doesn't need a new update like all of the time. Like it's already still the best drone. I mean, it's got a top speed of like 60 miles an hour, 70 kilometers. I don't even know what it is. It's like crazy. So they originally came out and said that it could do anywhere between 60 and like 70 miles an hour, but I think that they toned it back. I'd like to know what the actual top speed on the Inspire 2 is.
That is exactly sick. Sure. If that is the case, like I guess I really didn't think about it, like the top speed of that. But I see like MKBHD chasing down a Ferrari with it one time, I think.
Here's the thing though, is you've got an Inspire 2 and you've most likely maybe got 2 people on the drone, right? Something that I always fear whenever I'm flying, let's say like a point of interest shot and I'm flying to the side, is that I don't know what's to my left, and sometimes my depth perception is off, and like there's a tree right there or something like that. Like like these are things that go through my head. Imagine with the Inspire 2, you could fly a point of interest shot by flying a circle around it, flying straight around using the FPV camera, and your other person, whoever's controlling the camera, can have that camera pointed to the right, looking down at what you need to be looking at. So the guy with the FPV camera on the front can always be looking forward, flying around in a circle, and the other guy can rotate that camera around wherever he needs to.
It's just endless possibilities. I'm interested to see it. Have you ever flown an Inspire though?
I haven't, and I think that if I got Inspire, I'd definitely get DJI Care on it. $300 I'd do it.
I don't even know. I would probably put Care and then some. Probably, I would probably insure it. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I insured mine, and I'm glad I have it, like just in case if anything happens at this point. But I think we need to see like dedicated drone insurance that don't cause penalties to your homeowner's insurance.
Yeah, does it really?
Yeah, it really does. John, I was contemplating warrantying mine out, or using my insurance when I got it wet, and I was talking with John, and he's like, that's going to count against you if you ever need insurance again.
That is insane.
So I asked my agent just to do due diligence, and he basically said, yeah, absolutely. It'll stick with you for, I think it's like 2 or 3 years or something like that.
That is incredible. That's so stupid.
So you're going to upgrade that camera though eventually, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm just putting my SD card in here, but that's probably the next thing I've got to do. I showed you about how this thing's broken. I'll probably keep this around. It's great to have like just as a studio camera,
B-roll camera, studio camera or top-down camera maybe.
Yeah, just sitting there like it is kind of annoying to sit here at my desk and film my videos and then go over there and bring the camera and attach it to that other tripod.
Yeah.
So having a camera attached to this GorillaPod, which my webcam's actually on right now, but attaching it to like a GorillaPod, having it as like a vlogging camera, sitting down here at the desk talking, and then just having a camera over there on the tripod setup. So.
Nice. Yeah, I'm stoked. So I'm stoked for you to come down to Florida whenever you come down. I know this weekend, sort of.
Sorry about that, man.
No, it's not your fault, man. Mother's Day, dude. We can't mess with that, man.
Yeah, man.
We cannot mess with
Gotta
that.
treat the moms right.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. And and besides, the weather's still going to be Florida, so no matter when you come down, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I told you about that trip. I want to make like the circle trip, but I think that I might do something. Just head down there for like a weekend or something. So
when is Jack coming down? Jack's coming down like in a month, I think.
I don't know. He like graduate. I think he just got done graduation, so I don't know when he's going down there.
I mean, that'd be awesome when he's down. Sort of have almost the whole crew. I know John's up in.
How well?
And was it Jersey?
He's going to Missouri. He said he said he lives in Missouri over the summer. I didn't even know that.
That's crazy. I didn't know that either. But I guess that's probably nice out there too. I need to make a road trip though. If you go to New Orleans, I would absolutely drive over there. I'd follow you out there. I'd take my own car because Biloxi, dude. I gotta go to Biloxi.
What's that?
Biloxi? You never heard Biloxi? Biloxi's like the Atlantic City of the Gulf Coast.
Okay.
But way nicer.
Atlantic, dude. I was just in Atlantic City. I went over to the beach. Actually, it was like on reading day when we didn't have any classes. And Atlantic City is like a really terrible place.
It's bad. I remember going there with my grandma like 5 years ago when she was still alive. Yeah. And we went there at 5 in the morning when Trump's casino, or I think the Plaza was still open. It's closed now. Actually, all of his casinos are closed now, I think. And it was bad, dude. It was bad. It was really bad.
I know, yeah. It was never the best neighborhood, but I mean, now that you can gamble in Pennsylvania, it is pretty cool, yeah. And they've got a Caesar's Palace there. Caesar's Palace is nice, but that place looks like it's being run down. So,
Caesar's, yeah. I think all of it is. Bill says he might fly out. Yeah, if you want to come with us,
that'd be awesome.
Dude. Can you imagine how much trouble we would be in New Orleans? New Orleans is such an awesome city, though, to see. I don't know what the rules are for flying, though.
Neither do I. I've got no idea. I've never even looked at it.
But it would be so scenic, though.
I know.
I would love to go on a swamp tour and just fly over some swamp tours. You ever seen the gators and the swamps?
Oh, yeah.
And get some crazy shots like that. Little New Orleans, man. New Orleans. NOLA trip, man. Yeah, we got to do it. So we've been streaming. It's an hour and 3 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I want to thank everybody for participating, stopping by tonight. What do you think about I want to bring somebody on the show next week. God, help us try to bring somebody else in and not have any issues. But, I've heard the name Bo Lorenzen a few times lately. Have you seen his channel?
I saw him at CES, I think.
Have you ever met him or talked to him?
I didn't meet him, but I've seen his videos.
I think he's such an interesting guy. Hand grenades, yes, the hand grenades are amazing, Bill. I want to see if we can try to find a way to reach out to him. Oh, that's what I meant to ask you. Did Untitled ever respond back to you?
No. No response from him.
I find that like sort of discerning, like
Yeah.
Again, giving you a platform. Matt, we do this every Monday night. Sometimes we'll do it like a Sunday, maybe a Tuesday. It just depends. I travel a lot, so we try to get in on this like at least every Monday. We try to do it from a hotel. It didn't work out very well. But yeah, FPV guy, I would love to get a hold of him and just bring him on the stream. I don't even know how. I don't know how to get in touch with him though.
He might have like a business email through YouTube.
Yeah, but the problem is like I'll email people, and I don't know if they take me serious sometimes.
Oh, I know.
Maybe they've seen me before. I don't know. It's funny. Some people are like, "Oh yeah, I've seen your channel before in the YouTube community, not at the grocery store." I don't get like I'm not there yet, but
yeah,
not where you're at. So Mike Brooks says invite Drone Worship on the show. What do you think of that? Want to invite Dan on the show?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that? We'll bring Dan on the show because I want to go do some flights with him. He's got a bunch of FPV drones, and who better to talk FPV than Dan? So we'll do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe I'll email him back. Maybe he's available next week. We'll bring him on the show. Have a chat. That'd be awesome. He's got a pretty cool following, and we'll bring him on the show.
Definitely.
So,
yo, you gotta look at the really quickly. Look at the link that I put in the.
What did you put in the chat?
In the chat, just everyone go look at that picture real quick. That just made me laugh so hard.
Why? Why? Did you do that just now?
Yeah.
Is that you? Is that charging?
Yeah.
Is it charging?
I've got no idea. No, you know what? I'd be interested to see. Let's see. I'll pull it
Why,
down on my
Apple?
iPad over here.
Why? Why, Apple?
I'll pull it down over here. Let's see.
The Apple Pencil charging is the worst.
I know, right? I mean, I guess it makes sense. All right, let's see. So it says Apple Pencil. Let's see when I plug it in here. No bueno.
No bueno.
Not charging. No.
I don't know.
You know what?
I think that's just wrong.
I think if you plug it into the iPhone, I don't think it charges either. No.
I was gonna buy an Apple Pencil, but I don't.
It is. It charges when you plug it into the iPhone 10. Look how dumb that looks.
That makes sense. It just looks so out of place. Rick, thank you so much for stopping by as always, man. I really appreciate it. Looks like a mugshot.
Just one more test. I'm gonna plug it into the Magic Keyboard.
Is it charging?
No charge.
No brainer. So it's got to be something that's got active power, like a phone or a tablet.
Does it charge?
Does it charge? You know, I never understood why like the Macs don't have like a I don't know, a lightning port.
I know, right?
Didn't make sense.
I guess it just doesn't like deliver enough power or something.
No, USB-C's got to happen. Got to happen. I need USB-C in all things.
For them to put USB Type-C only on their MacBook Pros and then put a lightning cable on their iPhones is just like a slap in the face.
It really is, man. It just pisses me off. Every time I walk into the Apple store, I just want to jam a lightning cable into a Mac and just say, fuck you. I don't know. I was looking at a Mac today. I was like, I sort of want to spec out a Mac. Like I was playing with the Mac Pro. Have you played with the Mac Pro? I've got that specced out.
I have. Yeah, the trash can. No, the iMac Pro.
The iMac Pro. The
iMac Pro. Yeah.
Dude, it's so fast. It's so fast.
I know. It's crazy.
My problem is I want to go to Premiere just because I have this machine that can do it, but Premiere doesn't really work that well on my MacBook.
Yeah.
I don't want to cross edit, you know what I mean? I want to streamline things, and I hate learning new stuff. I know Premiere a little bit, but not enough to still make like dope videos.
I had to use it for school, and I don't know. It's all right.
I don't know, man. All right, guys. Well, we're out of here. We will chat with everybody next week. Thanks so much for hanging out, participating. We'll see you all next Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen, our in-flight entertainment is about to begin. For further details, please refer to your copy of the in-flight entertainment guide found in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our in-flight entertainment is about